State of Michigan versus Benjamin McFadden, 23-00312.
Assistant Public Defender Davi Liba for Mr. McFadden. Mr. McFadden, could you state your name, sir? Mr. McFadden, could you unmute yourself, sir?
Yes, my name is Benjamin McFadden.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. McFadden.
Good morning, y'all.
Actually, it's afternoon.
Afternoon.
We're here for pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
When I last spoke to Mr. McFadden earlier, he had indicated that he was still contemplating the plea offer we had received from Ms. McDuffie. Mr. McFadden, at this time, would you like to accept that offer?
Oh, can I? Oh, no. What is the offer again?
Mr. McFadden, currently you're charged with aggravated assault. That's a maximum 1 year penalty. My offer is to reduce that to a regular A and B charge. So a regular assault and battery, I think the maximum is 90 or 93. I'm sorry, I don't have that 3 days specifically, but it's either 90 or 93 days. And also an agreement to no upfront jail. So you would receive a sentence most likely to probation, and there would not be any jail served upfront unless something happened and you refuse to comply with your conditions. The court could always order that later if there was a problem, but nothing that I would be asking for upfront.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Is that going to be a guilty or no contest plea? I should ask.
That's gonna be I accept that a plea, and I'm guilty.
All right. Please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. May lower your hand. I'm going to go over some rights that you have that you're going to be giving up by entering into this plea. Please stop me if you have any questions or if you feel like you need to speak with your attorney again, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to have a jury trial in this case, at which time you can call witnesses to speak for you. You can get an order signed by this court to require that they come to court. You have the right to see, hear, and question any and all witnesses that are called against you, or to be a witness for yourself. Or you could choose to remain silent. If you chose to remain silent, the prosecutor could not comment on that. You also have the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
You understand you're going to be giving up all those rights, so you're not going to be having a trial of any sort?
I'm giving up those rights because I want to settle out for the plea. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
There's no automatic right to appeal this decision, sir. So the decision you're making today, in all likelihood, is going to stick with you. You understand that part?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you also understand that if you're on probation, parole, or bond on the date of this offense, which was February 28, 2023, and you still are, you could be in violation of any or all of those? Were you on any of those?
No, I was not on no probation.
Okay. Parole or bond?
Parole, in the state of Michigan, no. But if you're talking about international, like all over,
Mr.
I can
McFadden,
explain.
were you on parole at the time that this incident occurred?
Was I on parole at the time of this occurred? Not as far as I know of Michigan.
And are you aware that if you were on probation in a different state, that this guilty plea could be a violation of that if you're still on parole?
Probation or bond?
Okay. I'm learning now, but if I could explain my case if I could have a time to explain my case or what this all occurs, maybe I understand it better.
Mr. McFadden, the judge is asking you a yes or no question.
Yeah, yes, I understand what y'all saying.
So, but you were on one of those at that time, sir?
I guess so, from a state of Louisiana.
All right. Do you need some additional time to speak with your attorney about that?
Let me speak to him about that. Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Ma'am, it's fine. All right, I'm gonna pass that. Mr. LeBeau, is the State of Michigan versus Benjamin McFadden, 23-00312.
Richard McDuffie for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Dottie Lebo for Mr. McFadden. Mr. McFadden, could you state your name, please?
Benjamin McFadden.
Good afternoon, Mr. McFadden. We're here for a pretrial today.
Yes, Your Honor, I've discussed this with Mr. McFadden and he would like to proceed with the plea.
Mr. McFadden, you were in the middle of a plea, at which time you discovered that you had been on probation, parole, or bond, and we adjourned it for a moment. Can you tell me whether you feel like you've had sufficient time to speak with your attorney?
I did.
All right. And you want to proceed with the plea?
Yeah.
All right. Having said that, sir, you also need to understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, then you could be considered in violation of immigration laws. Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Finally, to the charge of assault and battery, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
Which reminds me, I don't think I told you the maximum penalties. Assault and battery is misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of 93 days and a fine of up to $500 fine. Understanding that, sir, you still want to plead guilty?
Yes.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything other than what we place on the record today? And that is that count one, the original more serious offense, would be dismissed. Has anyone promised you anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, we had a sentencing agreement.
What's the sentencing agreement again?
No
please?
upfront jail. Your Honor.
Oh, okay. That there will be no upfront jail and that you'll be charged with a lower offense of assault and battery. Any other promises, sir?
It wasn't a promise, but I was just trying to see could I get out of this drug testing thing and move forward with my probation and paying my fines and off and reporting like I'm supposed to every month. And so I can just move forward. I don't have no drug problems. I don't smoke marijuana. And it's just for them extra $12 every one time a week, I would rather put that on my fine if I could, if you could find it honorable in your eyes to make that judgment for me, ma'am.
Sir, I'm not going to make an agreement right now that I'm going to take you off of testing as a part of any agreement to this case.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you still want to take the deal?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to take this deal?
No, ma'am.
All right. To the charge of assault and battery, said that already. Been a long day already. All right. So let's turn to the date of offense. On February 8th, 2023, were you at the vicinity of 506 North Miami Ave, apartment number 11?
Yes, ma'am.
And was there someone there named
Campbell? Yes, ma'am.
and did you assault?
I protected myself from where I felt like he was about to attack me, but I guess, when you say it like that, it's like, did I just go over there and just jump on somebody? No, I'm not that type of person, ma'am. But I protected myself.
Your Honor, may I ask Mr. McFadden a couple questions on the record to clarify this portion of the plea?
Amen.
Mr. McFadden, were you acting in self-defense when you assaulted the complaining witness?
Yes.
Your Honor, it looks like we'll not be doing this plea today, unfortunately. So if we could request an adjournment so I can continue to discuss with Mr. McFadden, as he seems to have changed his mind regarding this plea.
No. I'd rather proceed on. Yes, I assaulted him. If that's what y'all wanted me to say, I want to proceed on.
No, we're not doing that. I
Um,
don't want you
I-
to say anything but what the truth is. That's why I swore you in.
can I just offer or ask, Your Honor, if if it's appropriate, I'm not trying to suggest that this should be used when it's not appropriate, but if Mr. McFadden does not have a clear recall of everything that happened, I am not going to object to a no contest plea. Additionally, I think
I'm
if
not
the
doing a
judge,
no contest plea, but what I
that's
will
fine.
do is this. If he wants to waive his right to any self-defense and acknowledge that he assaulted someone, whether it was in self-defense or in this case and he's waiving that, I will do that, but I'm not taking a no contest plea in this particular matter.
That's fine. The other thing I was just going to add to that is that the court is, I guess, if we get through this, you're going to see some very impactful photos, and the facts for the higher level of offense might be easier to establish with the lesser included as well. But I'll let defense counsel go.
Mr. McFadden, do you waive your right to put forward a defense of self-defense in this matter?
No, I didn't know that's what I was signing myself up to. I thought I was just explaining, but if that's the case, I do not waive my rights.
Okay. So we need to go on.
Mr. McFadden understands that we're referring to.
I'm sorry, I can't make out what you're saying. I'm not sure anybody else can.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. Go. It just wasn't clear to me that Mr. McFadden understood what just happened there either. But go ahead.
He just said he's not waiving his rights. I think he's very clear that he doesn't want to waive his right to self-defense. Is that correct, sir?
I'm not trying to say self-defense no more. I want to say whatever I was saying. I thought I was just speaking openly in the court, and I didn't know that would have changed the court decision of what I already accepted. And I didn't know that's how it goes like that.
So what you're saying, sir, is so you have a right to assert a self-defense in any case if you believe you have a self-defense. You are telling us that you protected yourself, which is a self-defense. So if you want to, you can waive the right to do that and say you're going to accept guilt in the case. Are you waiving your right to the self-defense?
I'm just trying to say I'm guilty. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Right.
I'm guilty.
As I said, you can waive your right to self-defense, but you have to make a choice as to whether you're waiving your right or not.
Waiving my right or not? If I waive my right, would I still go on with the plea or with the deal?
Yeah.
Or probation?
Yeah.
Mr. McFadden, that would be necessary for you to complete the plea.
So you want me to? I should waive my right, sir?
If you would like to accept this plea, then yes. If you would like to assert a claim of self-defense and proceed to trial, then no.
No, I'll waive my right. Sorry about that. This is all new to me. I mean, it's a lot, but it's new to me.
All right. Defendant having waived his right to self-defense, I do accept that there's a. So what did you do, sir? You still didn't say what you did. You said you protected yourself, but you still haven't said what in fact you did.
I assaulted Omar Campbell.
How?
By swinging a punch.
Swinging what?
Swinging a punch.
A punch. Did you have an object at some point, sir?
No object.
Okay. Well, he says he swung a punch, so I accept that as a factual basis for the plea. The report indicates that you were armed with a weapon of some sort.
No, ma'am. If you could look at my hand, I hurt in my hand by swinging that punch, and I actually cracked my knuckle in half.
All right, I find that there's a factual basis for the plea that's been willingly and knowingly made. Are you satisfied, Ms. McDuffie?
People are satisfied, Your Honor.
Likewise, Your Honor.
All right, sentencing in this case will be on October the 2nd, 2023. at 10 a.m. Sir, you need to make and keep an appointment with the probation department. Do you have their phone number?
Let me get it from you now.
You have a pen?
I'm ready for.
734.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
Okay.
Please call them tomorrow after 9 a.m. Schedule a time to have your precinct investigation report done.
Parole, probation officer number.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, sir?
I was just about to ask you. Oh no, I was just gonna let you proceed on. Sorry.
All right, you're all set, sir. Have a good day.
Can I ask one more question before I go?
Yes, please.
How long am I supposed to be on probation for?
You'll
And
find
what's
out that at the time of sentencing, sir.
Oh, the time of sentencing?
Yes. Oh, I did want to ask, is there an allocation of alcohol or substance in the actual underlying charge, Ms. McDuffie?
Your Honor, I'm just skimming very briefly. I don't believe so.
All right.
Nothing that I can clearly see.
I'm going to take you out for testing.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. You're all set. Make sure you call them.
I will.
State of Michigan versus Ibrahim.